from Zukes Off-Road. I just think it's so cool that people like me enough. They send me cool stuff. Here's an antique big brass square. I love this stuff. Some of you may know I worked for Fairbanks Moore Scales when I was really young. When I first got married, I was the youngest licensed electronic truck scale technician in the world at 21, I think I was. And so I love these old tools anyways. The fella didn't want me to say his name, so I'm not going to, but thank you very much. You know who you are. Today's video is about the things you should not do to your new Samurai or your old Samurai. But before we start telling you all the stuff you shouldn't do, I want you to subscribe, hit the notification button. Please, I want to also ask you to keep these high comments coming in, because our algorithm's really bumping up. We're getting a lot more subscribers now. We're getting a lot more views. Some of my stuff is over 50,000 views, which I really appreciate, because every day I get a phone call from somebody that says, man, those YouTube videos, I'm learning so much. And that's what I'm trying to do, is teach you guys, because I'm not going to be around forever. I'm going to be 70 this year. So I figure I'm just going to try to dump my brain out on YouTube. I tried doing it on forums, back on Suzuki crawlers, a little bit on Zuhari, way back on iZooks I put some stuff. And then those forums go away and all that technical support disappeared. So I finally, and I lost 2 forums myself with lots of stuff on it. So I figured the best thing to do is just put it on YouTube and hope the internet stays on. Today's video is about the things you should not do. And I always have a joke about this, because I say 5 things. The title says 5 things you shouldn't do to your Samurai. But there's going to be more. And I just want to go over those things now. Don't ever use battery clamps that clamp on. They are going to fail at the absolute worst time, usually when you're out by yourself or you're stuck and you do a lot of cranking. These things are junk. Alright, don't do these ever. And whatever you do, never ground to the body. This must be grounded to the top bolt of the starter. That's how it's designed. The biggest draw you have on this cable is the starter. That's why you've got other ground wires from the battery to the body, from the distributor housing to the body. Never put this on the body. I found this on this customer's car, and I said to my tech, I said, man, it's a good thing the clutch cable did not start on fire, because that's what happens when you lose your ground to the starter. It uses the clutch cable for the ground. So you get these molded ones, and unfortunately, these are running a little bit more than they used to be, but I get them from O'Reilly's. I think I paid $17 and some change for this one. I can trust this one. It's really well made. So never use bolt-on battery clamps. Go out there, pop your hood if you got them. Get rid of them before they hurt you bad. Another thing, this right here has caused me so many problems with not only my fuel system, but other people's fuel systems. These new modern locking gas caps is not something you should ever put on your Samurai. They don't vent properly. All the new gas caps are not designed for these 30-year-old systems. And by the way, it's like burping a baby. When you've got any kind of pump, you're going to get air in it, whether it's electric or mechanical. And so it flows back through the return line into the tank. It builds up pressure. And then what that does is back pressure, and sometimes you can get an overflowing regular carburetor, or you can lose your pressure on your fuel injection. So these are really a problem, pain in the butt. Don't use locking gas caps. I've told you before about this. Stop buying stuff on eBay that is fake. This is a real Japanese model. I ordered these 6 months ago, and I finally got these in stock. So don't buy your parts from eBay or India, because Amazon too does a lot of India Suzuki parts. They show you this label, and then they send you a whole different label. And I have a video about that. I'm not going to link it, but you can look it up, because we're over 150 videos now. There are people in foreign countries that are making fake labels, and they don't look that good. Okay, that's a barcode that actually reads, so you do it with your phone. It tells you what it is. Another thing that you shouldn't do is you should not remove your charcoal can. That is part of the system that's going to relieve the pressure from the fuel tank. So you want to make sure that you leave your charcoal can in. Now, when we do our turbo systems, that's different. We don't use the charcoal can, because we don't want the boost to push fuel through everything. And what I mean by that is that blow-through boosting means that you have wet air And so if you're doing a turbo, wherever the air pushes and boosts is going to have wet fuel in it. So early on we thought, we will put vacuum on our distributors, but then we had a few distributors start on fire because gasoline went up the hose. And then of course if you have your choke cable out on a Harley car, what happens is it'll start dripping gas on your feet because again, boost is going to be wet air and it's going to push that gas up there. Another thing is never buy a Samurai before you do an engine compression. This whole story of it was good before we parked it, that's a really, really bad way to buy anything. I have had to institute a policy here that if you want to sell me a transmission or T-case, I'll pay to ship it in, I'll take a chance, but if I open it up and it's a solid piece of just rusted, won't rotate, I lost my money, you lost your money, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to put a picture in this video to show you a T-case that was sent to us for rebuilding, and the customer said that thing ran last week, and I had to call BS on that one. So I've already done videos about this. Don't let any water get in your transmission or your T-case. So that's about all I can think of what you shouldn't do, but I'll make more videos in the future about what you shouldn't do. Anyways, thanks very much for subscribing. Thanks for watching the videos. Go wheeling, be safe, have fun. And thank you for promoting Zuk's Off-Road. I love the community. Thank you guys and gals. Bye.